Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Friday. It was a warm one yesterday in the upper 80s, and we're only going to get hotter over the next couple of days. We'll get to that in just a moment. We did have some surprise rain showers. I did not expect that. I will be honest. Sometimes we get it wrong. Hey, we just get lucky sometimes with some rain. Luckily, it wasn't that dangerous. Of course, you had the lightning associated with some of the activity, but just some much needed rainfall, with the heaviest of it showing up, indicating by more than a quarter inch there in portions of Wabunta County. Otherwise, at the airport, the Billard was the only one that actually received any rainfall. Otherwise, either a trace or nothing for the other portions of northeast Kansas that actually got rain yesterday. So it wasn't much, but it was something. I don't expect a whole lot anytime soon until potentially by next Friday or the weekend. So that's going to be the next opportunity for rain. Meanwhile, no surprise that the drought monitor got worse, and we are looking at most areas in a moderate drought. Our southern communities abnormally dry, and north central Kansas and areas right along the Nebraska-Kansas border in a severe drought. As I mentioned, we're dry today, lots of sunshine. There may be a few clouds coming in late from the north, late this afternoon, as temperatures top out in the upper 80s and low 90s. And as I mentioned, it gets hotter for tomorrow. This might be it for the extreme heat, if you will, for a while. I'm not going to say for the year, because it's possible we may get back up to this, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. So if you're a fan of these warmer temperatures, tomorrow is your day. And then it does cool down heading into Sunday. Temperatures down in the 70s, and it does get even cooler than that early next week. Just a quick look at our wind gusts today. South winds may gust up to 20 miles per hour, and then a little bit stronger wind gusts for Saturday, gusts around 25 miles per hour out of the southwest, and a northerly wind on Sunday, once again at about 25 miles per hour. There is some uncertainty on the extent of cloud cover over the weekend. For today, even though I'm going sunny in the icon there in the official forecast, there will be some clouds that move in, especially after about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we'll have those clouds pushing through for tonight. And then this model has generally a mix of sun and clouds through the day, at times getting a little bit of cloud cover, especially for the afternoon hours. And then once we get into the evening, once again, we do start to clear out a little bit as we get closer to about 7, 8 o'clock. All right, so that model, kind of have that in the back of your mind. This is an almost very similar situation, not quite as much cloud cover as we get close to 4 or 5 o'clock as that model had, but certainly some clouds that will be passing through tonight. No rain though, and then I think we'll be, this model is showing mostly sunny skies. Maybe a few more clouds coming in by the afternoon, similar to that first one, but not as thick of cloud cover. It's not quite as bright with the white showing up within the clouds, so we may have just some thin high clouds, at least according to this model. Otherwise, the clouds will be pushing through for the evening, and then some of the clouds may be passing through, especially for our southern communities on Sunday. So both days I do have mostly sunny skies, but again, some passing clouds at times are possible. Really shouldn't have a huge impact on temperatures. Look at that, we're pretty close to almost tying a record tomorrow, an 1899 record, so a long-standing record for the high temperature. And as I mentioned, it does get cooler early next week in the 60s. Lows getting down in the upper 30s. There's a chance that we could have mid-30s in some spots, which would mean areas of frost. So that's going to be something we're going to continue to monitor. Otherwise, I do expect it to get much warmer by the second half of the work week. And as I mentioned, I have it dry for the next 8 days, but we'll keep an eye on Friday. Certainly as early as Friday night, and potentially at times over the course of next weekend, we could have some rain chances. And look at this. We're seeing some grain showing up. That's wetter than normal conditions. A little bit in the 6 to 10, but definitely a little bit higher probability in that 8 to 14 day outlook with wetter than normal conditions. And then we're still drier than normal in that 3 to 4 week outlook. So, hey, there's a chance. There are some signals of some rain chances beginning next weekend. So just be aware of that. Obviously, way too far out to get into specifics as far as how that might impact your outdoor plans, if you have any next weekend, and how cool that will bring temperatures. But I do expect it to start to get cooler, whether or not it's from rain or we are monitoring a cold front that does push through over the weekend. Certainly we are looking at a cool down over the weekend. So that'll be something to look forward to as well. So a cool start to the work week. warm into the work week, although not as hot as today and tomorrow. And then it does cool down again with possible rain chances next weekend. So that's the overall weather pattern that we'll be looking at over the course of the next 8 to 10 days. Keep checking back in daily for updates, as we'll continue to keep you updated on possible changes that will be occurring with the weather pattern. Have a great day and a great weekend.